When I first saw that this program was offered by Robert Morris, I was all over it. I couldn't believe it. If I was going to work in an organization, I want to lead.
I was in a mid-level managerial position and knew that I wanted to do more.
The first thing that attracted me here was the reputation. You tell someone you're going to RMU for business school, they're going to say, wow, that's the place to go.
Well, a lot of the professors that I've had, they've had organizational experience where a lot of the studies that they were teaching came from the experiences that they've had. The very first day, the teacher comes in and he says, you got to buy this book, blah, blah, blah. Well, when I looked at the book, it was written by him. And then I had to give a presentation on a leadership theory to a guy who had a PhD in the program.
Our YMCA serves about 10,000 people in the Sewickley Valley. I never would have thought 5 years ago that I would be running a nonprofit organization, but I am, and I attribute a lot of that to the fact that I have an M.B.A. and I've been able to use and develop those skills. And without that, without making that decision in 1999 to pursue my M.B.A., I wouldn't be where I am today.
I have a full-time job. I have a family, I have a wife and 3 kids. The online degree was good for me because I was able to do all the things that I need to do in regards of taking care of my family, and I was able to finish my education.
I settled on Robert Morris for a few reasons. One is that I felt that they had a very strong business program. You got to see a lot of different perspectives, which added to the classroom experience. And the flexibility that was provided in the scheduling allowed me to be able to work full-time and get my M.B.A.
Not only related textbook information, but also real-world information that I could apply to my job.
I started the M.B.A. program thinking that I wanted to run a lab somewhere in Pittsburgh because I know, most of the labs in Pittsburgh and who runs them. But as I progressed through the M.B.A. program, I found all these doors opening. I talked to classmates who did this at Highmark or that at Westinghouse, and there are just so many doors that open.
I think I got the best of both worlds whenever I chose Robert Morris because I got the online version and I got the in-person version.
When you need to make a finance decision, you have a framework to make that with. When you need to understand organizationally why things are happening, you have that framework.
The first time I went to a job fair, you wear the stickers on your suits that tells you who you are and where you're from. And I stood up in long lines at some of those corporations, and you get to your turn in line and say, oh, Seth, an RMU person, and good to see you. And then they act like they really want to talk to you. It just seems like these corporations know that if they hire a person from RMU, they know they're getting someone who has knowledge and skill.
So I think that broad base of knowledge really gives you the solid foundation to build a career path on.
I know in years to come, with the education that I received at Robert Morris as well as the work experience I have, it'll definitely pay off in the long run. And Robert Morris has definitely lived up to its name.